Well, friends, it seems I'm still dwelling on the last decade in 2019. I started my quarterly series of my favorite K-pop songs that I downloaded from each quarter throughout the 2019 year, and well, I want to finish it. The fourth quarter obviously finished, and I wanted to go over the 30 songs I downloaded during those 3 months in a scriptless style video again. And so, let's get started going over my last of my favorite songs from the 2019 year. Well, I knew it was going to happen eventually. I finally downloaded my first AT song. There was something special about this one that actually drew me compared to the other ones. I have a really hard time when it comes to hip-hop like songs, but this one, as someone even pointed out for me, and now I see it, it does remind me a little bit more of a Block B kind of song. And that, I think, is what kind of drew me. There was just a lot of really cool drum instrumentals and just less so hip-hop oriented and more on the musicality sound. And I was kind of really drawn to it, and I really liked it. So, yay! First AT song for me! Before I get started, I cannot get over that the song is called Super Clap. I mean, it just sounded like it was just like a over-the-top STD that was being passed around, but I won't let that go, That aside, I ended up actually really liking the song. So, there's that. So, I don't know. Super Junior, I always expect great things from them, and they always have so much fun. I've been a fan of theirs since the very beginning, and here we are, more than 10 years later, and still love what they put out. And here we go. Yes, another solid one from them, as expected. Well, VAV is actually, this is another one of their songs. I downloaded 3 songs from them this year. That's incredible. I mean, last year. Okay, yes, last year, 2019. Damn it. God, I got to get my stuff in order. What an interesting one. I actually thought this one was probably one of the best ones. I did, like the first comeback of 2019, but I felt that this one was just a little bit more cohesive. And I actually always thought the rapper, I don't know who does the deep voice in the chorus, but it's just I don't know. I was like, Ravi, is that Ravi? Is that you, Ravi? But it wasn't Ravi. But I don't know. I thought it was really fun. And it was a nice Poison song. I think they should have won with it, but they did not, sadly. Oh, well. Well, Tomorrow by Together, I mean, that just rolls right off the tongue. I really want to say text file or T by T or text or some shit, but I don't know. Anyway, we got to shorten it. It's going to be shortened eventually. I'm going to put my money on it. Anyway, Runaway, I actually really liked this one. It was very kind of retro-y in a way. Favorite one so far from them, even though there's really only like a couple, I don't know, 3, maybe. I don't know. Definitely, the retroness is kind of drew to me, captivated me, and I don't know. I mean, I didn't necessarily listen to it a whole bunch, but I could just at least say I liked it. Oh my girl. Oh my God. Well, I always really adore them. And then actually, I really love their 2018 stuff. And then here we are. We come back with just not really an official song, but, the song that came from the TV show they were on, and Queendom. And I loved this one. I loved the high-pitched long notes that occur in the chorus. And I was just pretty much like, yes, go girl, yes. So yeah, needless to say, it slayed me, and I was ready to give my thumbs up for approval as another solid song from this amazing girl group. All right, before we get started, I mean, there's a huge ass elephant in the room, and I want to address it. We all need to bring Wonho back. I mean, do whatever the fuck you can, Starship. The fans are pissed. Renegotiate his contract. Bring his ass back. Y'all did him dirty. They did him dirty. All right. Besides that, oh my God, I fucking hate how a comeback is so tainted because of a scandal. Because it just ruins a song's potential. And this song was actually really quite enjoyable. And nobody, gives a shit about it anymore because of what's, all the controversy that surrounded it. But outside of that, I really enjoyed it. I love the boldness and daringness that the song brought. I mean, Turkish Sounds, hello. I really appreciate that what K-pop has to offer and how they incorporate so many different other cultures and diversify what this genre has to offer in its music. I do want to point out that I definitely have a lot of subscribers that always want to make sure that I didn't miss any songs, and I do really appreciate that. And I did actually overlook this song, JBJ's Spark, or JBJ's 95. Spark was, it was fun. Yeah, it was kind of fun. I enjoyed it. That's it. That's all I gotta say. I just gave, I enjoyed it, but I don't necessarily love. No, I don't. It's not that level, but it was definitely one that added to the books. And look at that. We got another song called Spark, back to back, coincidentally, that I downloaded together. Hello, Pikachu, where the fuck are you? But Taeyeon, I was a little bit conflicted, I'll admit, with this song initially, but then eventually I was like, I'm going to keep coming back. I think I'm going to like it. And then, you know what? I did. I ended up liking it. I don't love it, but I mean, it just was the nice song that passed the time. So, it got me through the day, and that's kind of how I feel about it with a lot of 2019 K-pop songs. Shots may or may not have been fired. Oh, hey, Sunny Hill came back, and they came back with a rather short song. It was pretty quick, but what an impactful one for me. I mean, it was just, even though it was so quick, it was like, ooh, that was fun. It was a nice 2.5 minutes or whatever it was, but enjoyable. I loved, the weird, horses going on that, I don't know, it was just, what was that? I didn't know that would add to a song so well, and it kind of sounded country western, but not. It was just, a goofy take on, I don't know, I found it to be such an interesting song, and I always kind of am drawn to the more interesting songs, and that was definitely one of those. Side note, please tell me I'm not the only one that reverts to a toddler when I look at the title and think, nummy nums. And GOT7 came back again, and, with a lot of their songs these days, I was just well, there we go. We're going to download this one. I still don't regard this one anywhere near If You Do, or even their song from last year that I really loved, Lullaby. But here we go, or God damn it, it wasn't even last year. 2 years ago at this point, a year and a half ago. There we go. But I don't know. I found their 2018 stuff, 19 stuff, just, nice. And that's really all I gotta say. It wasn't mind-blowing, but, okay, download, let's go. Ooh, but I will say, one thing I did really enjoy Calling My Name about was that the way the choruses started, it didn't make you feel like it was a chorus. And so it was just kind of wait, what? What's going on? And then it kind of just got you into it, and I was like, oh, that was kind of an interesting approach. And so I will say it was a little bit more daring than some of their other ones, but, I still was left feeling okay. See you tomorrow in the game. I don't listen to a lot of B-sides very much anymore, but every once in a while I do catch them, and most of the time they're usually at the suggestions of subscribers, and so thank you, Icy Blackland, for this one. But I really liked it. I thought it was much better than RPM, if I'm being honest. But it was just a lovely song. The retroness, everything that I enjoy about K-pop and what my favorite songs tend to be that come from K-pop, this one just adds to it. Oh, hey! It's always such a random surprise because I never know when 7 o'clock is coming back. It just pops up and I'm like, oh, yay, they're back! And they came back with a rather interesting song. One that seems to just go in a different direction that was very summery song, but in a post-summer song. It was like, wait, why are we doing this now? But okay, if you want to. But I definitely really enjoyed the falsettos that this song brought. A wonderful execution, and definitely showed off different colors that this group has to offer. I have no idea. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange that this song, the vibes that I get with this song, I just always wanted this guy like, yes, work it, bitches. And so, I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm about to go run down a runway and like Z snapping and all. I get the same vibes that I got from Intuit Snapshot, and I'm totally here for it. Well, Golden Child came back and they finally won. Yay! And I was, I don't know, with this comeback, it was like, we're mature now. We're above 18. And good for you, boys. Given definitely what they've debuted with and what they're doing now. It's like, whoa. Puberty hit y'all hard. And I actually kind of really enjoyed this one. It did give me those vibes that Infinite and Ulam kind of did post Sweet Tune stuff, and I was like, all right, if you guys are gonna go this route, I'm here for it. You got my support. Go for it, boys. You do what you want to do, boo boo. Now, when it comes to B-sides, Lately is the shit. Oh my god, I loved it. I actually regret not mentioning this in my favorite songs of the decade or honorable mentions from the 2019 year from my last video. I really liked this one. It was just great. Retroness, it's just things that just makes my ear go perk up and go, ooh! And I was like, oh yes! Just like that. Yeah, I mean, it's great. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. There's not a lot of, let's just be real. Walk with me, talk with me. K-pop songs, you like them at first, and then as you start to listen to them more and more, then they kind of just wear on you. And unfortunately, I did really like this song, and then as I've listened to this more and more, it became one of those examples where I was like, I liked it, but now I don't really like it. I mean, it's okay. I don't know. I didn't like it as much as I initially did. I don't know. It's just a strange. It doesn't happen very much, but this one was one of those. It's not the Mamamoo that I enjoy. Let's put it that way. I prefer other sounds, definitely the more timeless ones. This one was just more like, fuck y'all haters, yes. So I'm like, okay, here we go. Yay, go Mamamoo. Cosmic Girls, look at you girls. They're the first song I ever downloaded by them. This one really captured my attention. I love just the nice, interesting, catchy sounds that it had, and the pieces that it repeat. I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck to say. Can I just say that I liked it? We'll just leave it at that. I'm just gonna say I liked it. Yes, done. Check, please. Ooh, man, I really found this song to be super interesting. As I've already said before, I am so drawn to songs that are bold, daring, and different and stray away from the typical trends. And it was just another one of those, like, damn, what the fuck, B.I.G.? Like, the Arabic version and all that fun stuff. I don't know. It was just vocally different and the sounds were different. I found it to be such a wonderfully interesting song that I was happy to add to my repertoire of K-pop songs that come from so many different cultural inspirations. Yay! Okay, and so we got this one. We got IU. I got both IU songs. I'll give that little sneak peek. Above the Time was very Disney. I mean, I was like, what is going on with this Disney song? But I really enjoyed the chorus of it. That was kind of what took it home for me. I have a hard time with the beginning. I don't necessarily ending actually, because both of them, they have this the IU typical, like, I'm cute and I'm just like, listen to me sing. It's just like so cute. Yes, and I don't know. I really don't really like that, and I don't know. That doesn't do anything for me. But when it gets to the actual fun singing parts, I'm like, yes, go girl. And that's what I would rather have from that song from start to finish. But I got over it, so okay. I really enjoy what she always tackles with each comeback of hers. You know, she always tries to take on something different. And Blooming was just a nice, fun, uplifting song that, you know, it was just perfectly fits her. And I always just, while I might not always download a song from her, I always appreciate the artistry that she brings with each comeback. And this one was one of those, and I was like, you go. Okay, IU, I would like this one. It makes me feel happy, and, you know, that's how I felt. So, there we go. Download for me. And look at that. Another Astro songs to add to the books, or my iTunes playlist. I don't know. I don't necessarily like this one any more than Always You from last year. Or, I'm sorry, 2018. Dang it. I'm going to get it right one of these days. But this one I thought was just okay. I liked it enough to download it, and that's pretty much all I got to say on that song. So, yay, thumbs up. Make this flow on fire. Break, break, die on fire. Break, break, die on fire. This one popped up on my radar actually months after its release. I don't know why, but it's like GooTube's way of saying, hey, did you forget about this? And I was like, no, I guess I did. And I took a listen, and the verses didn't do much for me, honestly, but it was the chorus, that beat drop of that chorus that took my attention. And it was like, what is this beat drop? I was reminded of Nine Inch Nails from the 90s. That's what I was thinking of when I heard this. And, you know, like the song Closer from Nine Inch Nails or something like that. It was just that hardcore EDM that really, you know, captured my attention, and I really enjoyed it. And that's pretty much what made this song for me. And so there we go. Yes, I want more of that. Sonamu, you are been wrong so badly, but, you know, you keep putting out songs, and We Are Legendary was super awesome, and I'm glad you were able to put it out regardless of what you're going through. But this song was so much fun. I I really enjoyed it. It was just like, oh damn, I need to pull out my video games, but I'm not a computer gamer. I'm more of a console gamer, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna go to computer games, but I will definitely pick up the video games and, listen to this song. You go, girls. That's what I gotta say. This was legendary. No pun intended. And left me all away in the middle of the night, 'cause I could never wait for the morning to rise. Okay, Monsta X finally came back and wonderfully did not cut out Wonho in this song. And this particular song was just another nice English song. I'm quite surprised. I feel like they're doing the English songs the best out of most of the K-pop groups. They're doing it right. They're not like super cringy. They're not going in, well, I don't want to talk about the horrible rap from the last one, so let's avoid that one. But Middle of the Night was just nicely done. It focused on the members. Didn't have a featuring of a rap that I don't want to talk about again because I'm trying to forget it. But I liked it. It was definitely one of those easy listening songs that can transcend to other languages and other groups, and other listeners, I should say. And it's a shame that it wasn't played on the radio more because I thought it was pretty solid. Not the greatest thing, but it gets the job done. It was not offensive, so that helps. We're not talking about beep cuts and Gordon Ramsay, for God's sakes, and titties and nonsense. I can't forget the rap. It was just so bad. Why did you do that, French Montana? Oh, God. All right, anyway. Okay, all right. Monsta X, thank you for putting out a song that was not offensive, Well, the last one wasn't offensive. It was just offensive to my ears. That was it. I wanna be myself. I don't care. Damn, Stray Kids, they just pulling out all the stops this year, or damn it, last year. They just did everything they could to, really test themselves. I think what I really enjoy that they keep bringing is just the instrumentals are so powerful, and everything is just so powerful. I'm like, oh yeah, punch me in the gut. Yeah. I don't know. I really enjoyed. I don't even want to attempt to say this song's title, Levanter. I don't even know. So, but one thing I will say one of the criticisms, it was almost right off the bat when I first heard the song, was the climax where it goes into the stepping, where the dance solo and then it goes into the stepping. I felt like that should have carried over for the rest of the song in terms of a longer buildup of that, we're kind of, it just that carried over into the background where it just created an interesting power for the rest of the song. But because it literally only lasted 5 seconds and it was we're done. And I'm like, what the fuck? That was, it was a little anticlimactic for my taste. And that was my only criticism with this song. Well, I have more, but I won't get into that right now. But that was one of the ones I wanted to talk about because I was like, wow, that was abrupt. Okay. Why did you do that? But whatever. To each their own. Can I just say that I'm so happy that CL is out finally? I'm like, yes, do what you want. Go, girl. Fuck it up. Yes. And there was a lot of songs that came out, and a lot of them had a bunch of numbers in them, but I assume it was mainly the date that it was recorded or something. I have no idea. I'm just guessing. But anyway, I Quit was the one that stuck out to me initially. I really enjoyed the execution of the song, and I'm just happy that she's back, and I'm just crossing my fingers for a 21 reunion. That's it. While I will admit that I didn't necessarily care for Ace's title track comeback, I did like the B-side Slow Dive. Not my total favorite from them, but it got the job done. I found it interesting. It was kind of a little bit old schoolish for me, but I do enjoy things like that, and it was this very old school boy band. Like I don't know. I think that's how I feel about it. I don't know. I at least I'm just happy to support them in any way that I can. I always want to support the boys from Thailand, and Slow Dive was one of those like, okay, you do what you want to do. Yes, slow dive into the abyss, or oh shit, there I go, making things awkward again. All right, we're just gonna stop it here. My girl Boa came back and with the Christmas thing, and Christmas came early when she revealed the dance practice of Black, and I was slayed to another dimension. For Christ's sakes, I fucking loved it. I was like, yes, you show them what you're doing. Yes, do what you need to do. It was so good. And I will say, I'm just going to touch on the entire album comeback. I was listening to this when I was working, and I really want to commend how this song felt, or how this whole album cohesively felt such wonderfully easy listening music. Almost kind of like elevator music, but not like that, but to another level. But it felt like a holiday spirit, but also just a wonderfully executed album that it just made me like happy while I was working. You know, it didn't distracting. It didn't have any like booming sounds. It was just like, oh, this is nice. You know, I felt like I was getting productive, you know. Maybe that's just the Boa magic, you know. Magic. Ah! You know, I actually always took notice of Hyuk from Eternity. I remember thinking, wow, his voice is really interesting. Why don't they give him more parts? Because I found his part to be the most interesting in Eternity. And here we are, we finally get a solo debut. I assume it's his solo debut, to correct me if I'm wrong. But I actually kind of liked it. It was another easy listening song, very nice wintry one, and I enjoyed it from him. And I'm like, okay, you do what you need to do, but I will continue to support Vix and their folks and hope that, Hyuk gets more recognition and that the whole group gets more the group has got pretty good recognition. I hope the Magne gets more recognition and gets more opportunities to show off that he is a skilled vocalist as well. Sometimes I have a tendency to sleep on things, or I overlook things. Sometimes something goes on in my life, and 2019 was just a crazy year for me and a lot of ups and downs, and I don't know how it happened, but I seem to have overlooked 17's comeback. I didn't even know I knew they came back, but I thought I heard the song, but thanks to K-Pop Planet, she had it in her list, and then I was like, wait, this song is super interesting. Did I listen to this? And then when I look back at my watches or whatever, I realized that I never did, and I ended up liking it. So it gained the honor of my last downloaded song of 2019. I found it to be so much fun. I love all the dance breaks. I love the beat drops. It was just something that really catapulted me to another level, and it was just what the fun dancey songs that K-pop has to offer. It just added to that, and I was like, oh yeah, I want this at my wedding if I ever get married. Well, that's it, everyone. I'm sure we can all agree that we wanted 2019 to kick the bucket faster, but, we finally got through it. We pulled through. I was happy to be done with the year, but, there's always some nice songs that come from the K-pop realm of the terms of the music industry itself. I did enjoy some pieces of it, and as a result, that's just another year comes to a close, another decade comes to the close, and here we are, on to bigger and better things, new chapter. All right, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed this series. Let me know if you want me to continue this for 2020. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to hit that like, subscribe button, and all that fun stuff. And I hope to see you next time. Oh, and don't forget, check out many more of my works. And see you next time. Bye!